Okay, so graphing a cosine function, we have y equals negative 3 halves cosine of pi force x plus 1 half. I'm going to start this off by trying to keep it really, really simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up, here's the y-axis. And this is not the x-axis. I'm going to say this again. This is not the x-axis here. This is my horizontal line of symmetry, which is this right here. So knowing that, I'm going to set this up and say this is y equals 1 half. The amplitude is the absolute value of this, is the absolute value of A. So the absolute value of negative 3 halves is just equal to 3 halves. And what that means is that from the horizontal line of symmetry, we're going to go up this far and then down this far. So to find this distance up here, well, let me just draw this curve in. It's a cosine curve and it's reflected, right? This negative sign right here tells me that this curve is reflected. So it's going to look like this. It's going to start down here and it's going to go up like this and go down like this, and pretend like these are all the same heights, and right, and this goes, we go back up like that, etc. ad nauseum, right? We just go like this. But what I'm really interested in is this interval right here. So this is what I'm looking for. So that this is 1 half. 1 half plus the amplitude of 3 halves is 4 halves, otherwise known as 2. So this is 2. And then to find this bottom part, I'm going to take the 1 half, right, that's the horizontal line of symmetry, minus the amplitude of 3 halves, which is negative 2 halves, which is negative 1. See what I'm doing there? From there, I'm going to find the period of the curve. And the way to find the period of the curve is to use the formula that we know. And the formula that we know is that the period of a cosine or sine curve is 2 pi over absolute omega, over absolute this value right here. So this is where I'm looking for that value. I'm looking for this value right in here. So it happens to be pi fourths, so over pi fourths. This is a complex fraction, so I can bring this up and multiply by its reciprocal, so I get 2 pi over 1 times the reciprocal of pi fourths, which is 4 over pi. The pi's cancel, and we get a period of 8. So that means that this point right here is the point 8, and we know that it's a minimum, so it's negative 1. Go halfway across here, we find this, and half of 8 is 4, so we get the point 4, 2 here. In between 4 and 8 is 6, and that's the point 6. This is where people screw this up. 6, 1 half, because remember, this is not the x-axis. This is a horizontal line of symmetry here. It's this value right here, right? I'm going to go back here, and now I have a distance. Half the distance between 0 and 4 is 2, and this gives us the point 2, 1 half. And lastly, we have the point 0, negative 1. And that's a good graph. All right? Hey, I hope this was really helpful. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and thanks for the support.